Can I have topics to discuss in this training? What is that? Mallikarjun?
Piyush is like entire whatever you're gonna explain us those topics.
Okay, he was not part of that first session.
Yeah, that's what. At least if you are sharing that previous video, I will go through that. If not, if you have some PDF file or some other file, so that before joining the meeting, I can follow some topics, right? So that I will be familiar with that topics.
No, actually, see, no need to do that thing first thing. Okay, whenever you are joining a training, so
Hmm.
definitely, I mean, see, we are going to cover likewise, no?
Yeah,
Mallikarjun, you got my point. Okay,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to
Like
see,
I was joined in middle, right? I'm not getting like admin console. I know about the admin console. They were
no, I mean, yesterday only we started
just
admin console.
started,
Yesterday was
and
the
they were
first class.
giving like here and there. It's not connecting. Yeah, yeah, it's what there. What I'm saying in the company also they were giving, but here and there like there is no connectivity between their training. That's why I'm asking. If it is there, I can go through the documentation also, right? If I found some issues or I'm not getting anything, I can go for the documentation so that it will be connected.
Mallikarjun, sorry to interrupt you. So from next class, like from next week, we'll be sharing the documentation to the registered candidates. So that is our
Hmm.
plan,
Okay,
right,
okay,
Piyush?
Yes.
So who are there in the
okay. Then
group? So
meanwhile,
from next
whatever.
week, yeah, whatever we have completed the class so far, I already sent the playlist, YouTube playlist to each and every person.
Hmm.
So I think you also having that playlist message.
Yeah, yeah.
Yesterday only I
Okay.
shared you.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is what the APN course content is.
Okay.
Okay. So for everybody, I mean, see, because definitely I'm not going through, this. I'm going to cover all of this topic. Okay. Right now we are at admin console. Okay. But with respect to, how you can grasp the thing, so that's how we are going. So you want this document, course content, Mallikarjun.
Yeah, yeah. The same one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you can also share this, right, Sarita?
Yes, I just shared you to Mallikarjun. I just shared you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Let's move ahead. Okay. So quick recap. We'll try to wrap this thing. So day one. So okay, I covered the branding. So branding is used for look and feel for entire environment. Plus we can change mail subject. Okay, or we can say we can customize and change logo and banner. Coming to data retention, uh, two things. Uh, First one is that we can set how many days we want to keep deployed deployed package system, or we can say let's on server. What is the second thing on the data retention part? Anyone? Okay. Second
We
thing
can
is
allow cleanup of packages.
no, that what I covered. News and deletion.
Enable periodic
cleanup deployment.
Yeah, that what I already mentioned, right? Deployed package.
Mm.
So allow news entry deletion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, allow, yes, correct. Yeah,
Uh,
allow.
as a user. Okay. Coming to the file upload, we can restrict user
Restrict.
with uh, only allowed extension, else we can restrict user to allow all extension except blocked one. Okay, so on the file upload thing. Second thing about third thing is what? The antivirus, correct?
Yeah.
Antivirus scan. Okay, disable, enable. Coming to internationalization, change calendar, local language and time zone. Mobile, okay, there are three things. Okay, will tell me. First one is push notification. What is the second one?
Offline.
Correct. Send QR code to download app on Android, iOS with version restrictions. The third one is
O-
uh,
Offline
can
mode.
use, yes, mobile can use application in on mobile when there is no internet. Instead offline mode. Okay. And the last one and important, that is what the permission we did. Okay. Permission, okay, can customize user profile fields, okay, enable or disable, can restrict user to access tempo using tempo user group removal by removing specific user. Okay, and important is that can be a part of quick app creator group. What are the configuration that we cannot change on the form level of the quick app, Ashwin?
The configuration that cannot be changed is the priority.
Okay, can be part of the quick app creator group to access and create user friendly quick app. Okay, so this is what the recap. And now we'll quickly go through the portals. It doesn't have much thing. your plugins that I will showcase how we are using it. If we go to the portals, so this functionality is not available for this AC instance. Okay, so whenever we have a portal, so basically, we can only add the UID. That is what it is, and it is added last. I mean, what can I say? Almost in October. Okay, last year. This is the latest feature about the portal they added to the APN community. APN. Okay, so this is a portal. There is nothing. We can, if required, we can add the UID.
The portals are a gateway for external users to connect, right?
Correct. Okay, so let's say this we consider as a UID. So whenever we select enable this ID UID the portal URL, so it will be done. Okay. We will let you know the difference between this UID, what is that and all later. Okay, in plugins, what can we do? We can search plugin, deploy plugin to our environment. Okay, here you can see plugins are the custom code for use with APN, and customers are solely responsible for maintaining this installed plugin. Okay, so the day before yesterday, in day before yesterday's session, I mean, okay, on third session, let's say, I showcase you app market, right? So app market, there is a plugin utility and the application, or let's say solution. Okay, so here we can search. Okay, what are the things that you would like to search? Let's say PDF. Okay, there is no any tool available. If I want to like the Excel, okay, so we have this Excel tools available. So we can search any of this thing, and if we want, we can compare across the environment whether it is there in dev or it is there in your taste or not. Okay, if we want to add plugin, so by default we have 315 plugins. Okay, and okay, it is almost we can showcase. I mean, we can see in the app market right now. These plugins are not there in this environment. Okay, there's a captcha. Okay, CD key difference utility. Okay, let's see if I select this. Okay, first see what is it use of this. Contains the function to return a difference between runtime instance of a CDT. Okay, so whenever we need to achieve this kind of functionality, then we can use this kind of thing. Okay, set a date and time when document will expire. Okay, log the documents. Then let me show you something important. Task function alert. Okay, get document version metadata. Okay, let's say get constant by name. Okay, so provide a function to get a constant value by name. So I would like to utilize this. Okay, so we can go ahead and okay, here you can see function in smart service. So whenever it's a function, so the function we can use in the interface or rule expression rule, and whenever it's a smart service, so smart service we can use in the process model. Okay, so here you can see last updated 28th of August 2015. Okay, so let's say click on deploy. Successfully deploy the plugin. Now if I would like to search this in my plugin list, What was that? Get constant. Yeah, here you can see this. A new version is available in app market. Consider updating to the latest version. Okay, so we can go ahead and check the app market, and then from that app market we can download it. Okay, that's what they suggested. And here you can see the versions. Okay, is there anyone who not listed in app market? So we don't have anything. All are listed in app market basically. Okay, so we can update available. So when you select update available, so there are two things. That is the first one, that what we just used, and the second one, the cloud storage connected system. Here you can see the function that we can use in the expression rule. Okay, that is a PCF get constant by name, and here is in the function category is a persistent constant function. We'll showcase to you how we can exactly use that and where it exactly available. And rest all are up to date. Okay, can it plug in to our environment using going through a market provided plugin by add plugin functionality. And second one, we can compare whether the plugin is exist in other environment or not. Okay, so that is what the plugin does. Any question on this plugin part?
So,
Okay,
Ritul, Bala
yeah.
here. So, I mean, in the plugin, it has only functional, right? So, is there any reason they have not provide? I mean, not providing them by default? So, uh,
Sorry. In plugin.
in the plugin, we can see only the function only, right? One or two functions, right? Function only, right?
No, it's
So,
not only functions, right? It's not only functions. Here you can see functions, data type functions. Okay, if you can search with the smart services, control app, SMART, smart. Here you can see the smart services.
yeah,
All
okay,
things.
whatever.
Okay.
So, all the
Yeah.
things, whatever, I mean, available. So, once they found, I mean, this is not there in the so and so version, and they introduce the new plugins. So, why they are not giving? I mean, by default in the next upcoming version, or they are giving, or should we externally deploy these plugins and get it?
Okay, that's a good question. So, okay, as I said, app market plugin is not only property plugin solution, or let's say utility is not only property of the APN. Every APN customer, okay, who can design this, so they can upload. Okay, but for an example, if I can correlate this thing to the real time scenario, let's say you took you purchase one Honda like Honda City, okay, and you would like to make it a CNG. So if you did the CNG fit from the Honda showroom itself, it will charge a bit, but they will give you a guarantee. Okay, but if you do it from outside, so Honda will cannot take the guarantee, right? Likewise, okay, on the APN plugin app market portal, every company can post their solutions, post their utility and plugins. Okay, and APN is not responsible if we are using that particular free plugin. They are generally every company use the free upload the free plugin to get their name in limelight in the APN market. So the plugin what are provided by the APN by default, that is always up to date, and we no need to go through this plugin section ever. You got the point?
Oh, oh, okay. I mean to say that I mean any other persons also can do some customized functionality and put it
Correct,
in the Appian.
correct,
Mm-hmm.
correct. That's what we
Oh,
seen
okay.
that time, right? Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
quickly showcase to you. So you can see, right? Author is not
Mm-hmm.
only APN. Whenever you are filtering with the APN, okay, the APN have this much, okay, where they can take guarantee. But okay, where is that? Mhm. So here you can see there are multiple authors, right? Who is a community contributor, Appsino, Architect, Avio. There are multiple APN companies. Let's say Capgemini. Okay, filter. So there are two things published by Capgemini: the PubSub subscriber and digital Appnol utility. If you click this, okay, app market listing unbadges based on the functionality they provided and their maturity. So if they maintain well, then APN will provide the badges. Okay, so this likewise, this is a, and definitely it's a paid one. Correct. That's why they are maintaining that. And here you can see compatible version early, like higher than 19.4, and the release in 2020. Yeah. So there is no any new version they did. Okay. So likewise it is. There are multiple companies who can go ahead and upload the plugin or utility or anything. Okay, is that clear now?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think Arjun and Surya you joined, right? So the sign in link is what generally whenever we are signing in. Okay. Uh, so for an example, let me do this thing. So right now you can say my learning journey and contact APN, right? Now let me add one more link. You can see how it looks. Yes, save changes. Okay, so here can you see this? My learning journey and contact APN. Can you see this? Now if I sign in, okay, we can quickly again go to the console and let's see. Okay, if I would like to, here you can see my learning journey and contact APN. Okay, specify the links to display on the sign in page. Now let's say if I don't want to, okay, use this control A, control X. I don't want to utilize the contact APN at all. Delete. Save changes. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, so generally these links are getting changed. Okay, so there is a community edition, so that's why that might be issue. Okay, these links are not getting changed, but here you can see my learning journey and contact APN. That thing we can change it. Okay, whenever you guys are using the real-time use, we can set our personal link. Control V and APN contact. Okay, so that's what the sign-in page links. So whenever we do the sign-in, that time by default these links are getting displayed. Okay. Typefaces is nothing but the font. Okay, we can say. Okay, here we have Tahoma OpenSense. If you would like to add some customized, but that font will applicable again to the entire environment. So Tahoma look like this, and OpenSense, okay, it will be like this. Let's say. So here, let me edit this. Okay, so we don't have this slide and all. So let me make to this, and there's a preview bold. Yeah, save changes. Okay, when you change the active typeface, site uses it automatically. Portal must be republished for the changes to appear. Okay, and custom typeface can be used on site and portal. The default is OpenSense. Okay, so what are the things that we are using? It will be there. Okay, for it. So here we can, let's say, like to give this, and okay, it will be look like this. Anything you can add, but you also we also need to add, okay, the URL and all whenever customer wants. Okay, and whenever we select this, so it will be applicable, as I said, to entire environment. Okay, now most important thing, that is user start pages. Okay, there is a question for the interview, as well as sometimes it is scenario on exam as well. Whenever we would like, okay, whenever customer like to see particular page when they signing in to comment, that time we can configure use start page, giving visibility to the user group. Okay, so as many as we can create, we can give the URL. Let's say if I would like to give, okay, so here we can specify the group. Okay, quickly to check this, we can quickly go here and go into the object, filtered by the groups. AA. Let's say I would like to access the design. Okay, let me see the AA administrator. Okay, now I am part of this group. Close tab. Okay, let me save the changes. Okay, can you see this? For me, it is redirected to the design. Why? Because I'm a part of the AA administrator group. Okay, so it is known as a group specific access. Let's say if I be a part of maintenance team. Okay, let's go back to administrator and remove my user. What was the link? Actually, I closed it completely. Uh, you can tell me the link. Yeah, Bala. Ashwin,
Thank you.
what is the link? Site link that is start with? What is the first four character?
Yeah, it's UKNZ.
Okay, you can say okay, perfect. Okay. So can you see this? Now it redirected me to the admin. Okay. Because you guys are not saying anything, so that's why I need to close the tab, man. So you got to understand, right? You got it now, right? Any question on this?
No.
Okay. So these are important. Okay. Make sure
Piyush,
you.
Piyush, I have one. In the URL, it mentioned as a UKNZ. It means like whatever we are approaching the website, is it loaded in
Can
UK?
you please come again? It is loaded in. I just lost you.
Like cloud is mentioned. Cloud, is that a cloud name or what it is? After
You can say
HTTP,
it's
it mentioned as
a
a
community
UKNZ,
site.
right?
It's a community site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I thought of like it's placed in a different clouds. That's why I'm asking. It might be a some location name, short code.
No, 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 no. So whenever
It's
you
not right.
logged into the community portal,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
community.apn.com, there you can go ahead and access for the site. Okay.
Okay.
And you will get this
Mm-hmm.
site name and your credential. Then you can access this. So it is your personal site.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And there is no any expiry date. But if you are not using the site for more than 5 days, then it is getting shut down.
Okay.
Okay. For everyone, I mean, Bala.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so that is what the user start pages are. Authentication will come to this part later. Integration will later. We'll cover the DevOps and the monitoring today, and tomorrow we'll go through that. Okay, deployment. Okay, here you can see the direct deployment configuration can be found in infrastructure. Okay, how can we? If I would like to add any more environment, okay, so what can we do? We can go to. It is purely a admin activity first of all. Okay, and whenever it's an infrastructure, okay, so here you can see connecting environments allow developers to monitor metrics and to send deployment across environments. Okay, so this infrastructure that enable APN enable for all the environment. If I would like to add any new environment, we can do that. And important thing is that a person, I mean the user, we must need to give the service account. and that particular service account, I believe, that have the admin privileges. Okay, let's quickly see what is that user community edition service account. Yeah, here it is. Okay, can you see this? It's a system admin. So system admin type of user we need to create as a service account for to set up an infrastructure. Okay, if you can see this, select a service account to execute the API and authenticate with its associated API key. So that's why, I mean, for in setting infrastructure, we need to give the service account having the administrator access. Deploy as also we can give the the username, okay, who is going to modify. Are there any plugin changes? We can allow the deployment with plugin, or if there is no, then the plugin won't be there whenever we are going to deploy. And the database changes whenever we go for the deployment. Let me showcase to you. Okay, let's go there. I think I doubt it won't be there, but I need to utilize some live environment for you whenever we doing that. Okay, right now no connected is applicable, but okay, let me see. Okay, import is also not available. Okay, fine. We'll showcase to you, in the live application some of, okay, on the deployment thing. So, but important thing that you need to aware is DevOps basically consists of the deployment, health check, infrastructure. So basically in the deployment, we can make sure that, okay, do we need the test values with the design object? If it is enabled, so we can take it. So test values are what? Okay, let's say allow test values. So what are the test values? So whenever you create an expression rule, let's say, or let's say interface. Okay, there, or input type to test when we pass any value that is known as test value. Let you know whenever we do this expression rule kind of thing. But as of now, so that is what the test value. We can allow the test value. Okay, if we don't want, so we can disable it. And again, allow database schema changes through the data store. And that is DB schema changes to data. So here, this feature generally display in data stores when we would like to publish CDT to data store. Okay, we'll showcase this as well. Okay, just remember me. Okay, so we'll quickly go through that and see whether it is displaying or not. Health check is altogether very good concept. So generally, why we do health check? Okay, this is a very important question. Why we do the health check? To identify the risk in the environment. It is must required. Now, how can we do? So first of all, it must be run by, okay, so you just need to click the run now. Okay, so it must be run by the administrator, system admin, let's say. Okay, basic user cannot, anyhow basic user doesn't have the even admin console access, so any of they cannot. So whenever it runs, so there is a three different processors. The first processor, that is what? Data collection, data analysis, and data review. So in the data collection, it will run thr through, it will run and check all application objects. I mean, whenever I'm saying application, it is a container object, so it comes by default. So it will run and check all application and identify, or we can say and gather, okay, gather all data to be all data for analysis. Data collection, data gathering, okay. Data analysis. Okay, what is the data analysis? So we'll give you example and yeah. So first, when we click on the run now button, let's say, so that time it will run and collect the data. As a next step, it will analysis application wise and post entire analysis done. It will generate, what can I say? It will generate. Okay, here it will run and check all the application, gather all data for analysis, and generate. Okay, here we can, it's a generation part. Generate the zip file, dot zip file. So here in data analysis, okay, we can upload the zip file and furthermore it is going for analysis. The entire zip, because zip contains all the application, all the object. Okay, and post that, once it's done, it will generate, or you can say it will go, it will be ready for the review, and that review generally done by the Appian on community side. Where it is exactly, let me showcase to you. Just a second. Let me get the link first quickly. So this is what the site name is. Okay, community.com request health check analysis. So when we landed on this page, we need to select the customer. What is the customer that we want? So let's say you're working for Citibank. Okay, you're working for Barclays or Capgemini. You can click on this drop down and select that customer. Need to make sure that if it is a production environment, if it is not a normal cloud, we can select the normal cloud environment over here. Okay, and furthermore, you can see upload collected data. Okay, so when you click on this upload, so we can see data collection.zip file. Correct. So that zip file we need to upload, and later on we will generate report and will get the detailed mail. Excel file I can say. Okay. So let me show you how that Excel file looks. Okay, it cannot, but yeah, can showcase to you at least. So okay, so here you can see is what the zip file that's generated. Okay, that what we are getting it from the like Appian, and there are the different application that is generating a report for each and every application. Any service we can get the it is high information, low, medium. Okay, these are the different it will take the analysis and we are getting entire details. It is getting portrayed like this. It is what the health check report is. Okay, I know you won't get that much, but yeah, just giving an example is how you will get it. Okay, let's come back to this again. Okay, here you can say application design pattern and performance risk in the environment. And the finding is summarized in a report that links to suggestion for mitigating risk and best practice to the health run check and review its report regularly on each environment. Okay, and infrastructure we can add additional environment as per the demand using administrator type service account. Okay, so any questions so far? Anyone?
Yeah, Piyush, can the health check be triggered to run automatically on a periodic basis, or
We
do
can,
the
we can,
administrator
we
need
can.
to?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can schedule this automatic basis as well. Okay, from current user activity in the monitoring, it won't take much time. Quickly wrap this up. Monitoring is just nothing but just to monitor or analysis. Okay, or to keep a track of. If I can say current user activity, so I can see who are login. So okay, your admin can see or your manager can see. Okay, if you are saying, let's say Bala will say, okay, I logged in. So he is not there, right? Because I can see only Piyush and Ashwin's name. So user activity we can track. Okay, last activity we can also see since last 52 minutes Ashwin didn't use this, and client will be the web or iOS or mobile. Okay, and this is the IP address also we can track. From this IP address can see the location and the server will be this only. Okay, there's what the current user activity. When there are multiple, we can search it by this field. So I can only see the page details. Coming to the document reports, so generally the what can I say, the summary. Okay, what are the statistics? Who downloaded, uploaded, all is the statistic will be generated over there. Okay, in the document. Track user activity, document report. It will give us summarized view of total download, total document download. Okay, here we can also see whenever we get into the detail, so we can also see who downloaded this file. Okay, upload and total user, total number of user who made a download or upload. This is what the current user activity and import history. So whenever someone imported any package to the system, so that time you can see imported by community admin. Import that have occurred on the system in last 30 days. So last 30 days, all this import are happened. Here you can see the success one, and here we can see the error one. So info symbol is there. Okay, and here we can see what is the import log. So 4 of 18 got imported, the rest 4 are not yet imported. Okay, that is what the result status is. And last is also important, rule performance. Okay, so rule performance. Okay, that is generally people are asking. The question is like, okay, why using the rule performance? Okay, let me tell you. So the question is supposed to come as, okay, I have, let's say 300 expression rules. Okay, 25 integrations, and let's say 130 interfaces. How can, from where, if I, and the question is, if I want to see the performance, and based on, need to check how can I improve performance. So for this, where can I go? So the answer is rule performance in the admin console. So when we click on this, so here you can see this one is the expression rule, this one is the interface. Here you can see the integration. Okay, then here you can see how many number of execution this rule had. If I filtered it out, yeah. So CS display label, okay, 574 times the rule get executed. The average time it will take 0.1 millisecond, and minimum time it took 1 millisecond, and maximum time it took 31. And if I filtered out using the maximum time, okay, so here you can see the dashboard will take the maximum time. It's almost 11,148 milliseconds, and minimum time to 2,000 seconds. Okay, from that we can, okay, I would like to go ahead and see. So I can say aggregation, minute, hour, day or week. Okay, there's a chart that we can see where it was, catered the date wise chart. Okay, an aggregation by hour. So when it get executed, 26th January, 22nd of February. Okay, so that's it. That is what we have in the rule performance. Okay, so before wrapping off, any question, guys? Anyone?
Rutul, Bala,
Yeah,
Piyush.
Bala.
I mean, your name is, I'm so confusing, Rutul or Piyush?
No, it's a Piyush.
Yeah, okay, Piyush. So in the deployment part, it will be shown, right? I mean, once we create the any application, it will be show, right, how to deploy,
Yeah, I
how to
will
deploy the
deployment
NAT.
part I will cover. Yeah, whenever we go through the Appian designer in depth.
Okay, and one more thing. So the deployment will be it's in application wise or any objects wise. I mean, in application we can create objects. So whatever the object we want to deploy, I mean that object can be particular object can be deployed, or it will be at a time all the objects will be going in a single application.
It is as per your wish. Okay, if you would like to go ahead and deploy the full application, okay, to the target
Mhm.
environment, you can do that. And if that is done, and then later on we have some, enhancement, right? So for that
Mhm.
enhancement, we can also deploy that particular process, rule, or CDD, creating a package.
So here, I mean, that package will contain any, like if you take jar file, I mean, Java, it will be a jar file or var file, right? So are we going to create any kind of file here, kind of file which can be there in an extension kind of thing, or it will be just an object name with the object name or
Earlier,
application name
earlier,
we can do.
no, earlier we used to create that, the jar file, that what you just said. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but right now, as we have a DevOps,
Mm-hmm.
so the jar file is not required. Earlier, what I think someone asked, I think Vishal or Ashwin asked. Okay, so earlier what we did, we need to download the zip file, and we need to go to the target environment, and we need to go for the import. So that time it will,
Mm-hmm.
first of all inspect all the packages, all the object. If all done, then it will go ahead and import it to that particular environment. But right now, the DevOps are, even APN process are stronger. We can directly select the environment and we can deploy it.
Okay. So, and one more thing, Piyush, like suppose I deployed an object or application in dev environment. Okay. So the same application want to deploy in test environment, but that application having some data source or database details. Okay, and it will be different from the dev to test environment. So how that
No,
database details?
database detail never be different. The data will be different. Correct. The structure definitely will be same. The data will different. So whenever we are writing the script, so let's say in dev, I have, I created 15 tables for my application. Let's consider. Okay.
Okay,
And
I
if I
get
would
it.
like to import those all 15 tables to the target environment, whether it's a taste or anything, that time we can expose the script. So in that script we need to write create table queries for all 15 tables. We can also go with the all together approach, and we can upload that particular database script file. Okay, that what I just showcased. We can enable disable that database script. Correct. So we can upload that, and furthermore it is getting imported to the test environments database.
Okay, okay. Here, as it's a cloud, so we don't have, we will not have any different kind of
Got
databases like
Correct. Correct.
yeah.
If it is on premise, so on premise the things are handled differently. On premise, either we can go with the Jenkins way, or the pipeline. We need to set up a pipeline, and based on the pipeline, first we need to go for the database deployment, and furthermore we can go with the like this development, the packet deployment.